geoglyph, and you've got these two coffins lying in front of you. Um, he'll say, uh, "You are welcome to wander in from the bush. I know you weren't here last time, but it was also the night of the full moon, so we assume you ran off into the forest somewhere. And feel free to reappear whenever you like. But
Yeah.
a couple
A
of
lot of
days since you
similarities between this game and the Marvel game with werewolves.
Yeah, that sounds about
He
right.
had his leg bitten off by werewolves.
Oh man, already lost an ear.
been a couple of days since then, since you came back to Broudevik, and as I said, they've just made a deal with the Shadow Claws to essentially a truce to fight off the Medusas that are coming. But right now, you are standing with these two coffins in front of you. The Shadow Claw Leonin that the sort of envoys have run off back towards their camps and rejoin you just outside of Broudevik because you've got your elves back.
Yes.
It has been a while since I played Gorm, so I did give his abilities a read, and I have a way to bring them back.
More
Is it
reading.
vampirism?
Yeah, because I can reincarnate them again with my reincarnation eye, but it's only I think once every week, if not even longer. I have to properly read through it. But if we kill them, I can bring them back. Although I'm not sure if it mechanically it should solve. From what we understand, it should solve the vampirism.
Wow. Okay. That's like you go with his idea to Trimer, and he's like, okay, that's certainly one way to do it. Huh.
Well, we can talk about it like properly in game RP. We're still with the with all the
Yeah.
bodies here. Is he
Yeah,
able to joining us or anything before we?
yeah.
He's gonna just kind of like come out of I guess like some river pool, just drenched in water. Oh man, he had to throw himself in there because it was going like crazy during the nights.
Yeah, you might
Hi.
remember going, oh, yeah, that. Did you get whatever instincts you had out of your system for now?
Uh, sort of. I think they got back into. Well, I don't know. It's like a deep part of me, kind of like the core of my bone marrow. I did learn something very funny though. Did you guys know that werewolves have surprisingly large lung capacity?
No, but I imagine, but I expect it to have large lung capacity over their large bodies.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
still
something I usually that I usually think about. If I'm being entirely honest.
Yeah, true.
No, I figured it'd just be like a fun little trivia. Also, that does remind me. Yeah, that does remind me. We did see one. Well, well, I did find a couple of books on like fighting certain monsters later. Maybe we'll be able to like. Oh, I should write my own book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can do that. Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe I have to kill vampires or wolves. No, werewolves. Yeah. So, did I miss anything big?
Well, all you could say, as of this moment, it seems we're gonna hold off on our like attack on the Shadow Claws. As of now, we learned that there's like another threat coming from the shores. Something about a fleet of ships being led by a creature called a Medusa. I don't know what that's about, but it seems like something we should look into.
Ooh, that does sound fun. That actually sounds kind of cool. You know what? Yeah, when we get back, I want to see if I've heard of this thing.
Make a nature or a history check to see if you've heard of a Medusa.
Oh, okay. Usual.
I think
yeah,
everyone
we
else
made that
already.
last session.
Yeah, we rolled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
No.
Ah, no, that one.
Congratulations.
this is not how I would have started off a session.
Yes, you have heard of a Medusa. It's a small pig-like animal that steals your booze, but you're pretty sure they're fictional.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I bet you can make a mighty fine dish out of them. But why in the world would they be leading a ship?
Don't say. Says the cook.
It's going to be renamed to Snake Eater by the end of this.
It's gonna be a carnival trick. But yeah,
What are you guys going to do with these two coffins? It doesn't seem like the bodies inside them are awake currently, but as you discussed last week, you're not sure how much you can actually trust these two to begin with. So, what are you
Yeah.
going to try and do with their bodies before you, well, wake up? Before you try anything else?
Hmm. Yeah. So right now, I can like look in and then see both the what are the names again? Finway and Ariana.
Yeah,
Like they're both there.
you've definitely confirmed that that's who's in the coffins.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to make good use of this. He's gonna use the cuffs of the drugger and then put them. He's gonna put them on Finway. Yeah, like he does more damage than Ariana.
Reading through them again. Okay, nice. Yeah, so you've got. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so Finway is locked in there. For now, you don't get the impression, even if he wakes up, he'll be able to get out of there.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
well, I'll tell.
yeah, and right now, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, walk up to the two tombs and look at you. Try me. I'll say. I can. Well, Aegir gave me some of his powers. Well, some powers. Period. Again, if killing them and bringing them back would remove the vampirism, then I can do that. But it takes a lot for me, so it's only once every few weeks usually.
Oh, wait. What is this ability you have from Maker?
Not a spell, but just powerful magic.
Hmm. Like, or its details exactly? Like you can bring someone back to life.
Even if they're turned to dust, yes. Even if their soul is ripped out of them, it will still bring them back. Although, well, assuming killing them doesn't remove the vampirism effect, I might just kill one, bring him back, and still a vampire.
Okay.
You all did some research into vampires last time, and you did discover that killing them in their resting place should properly kill them. And it seems you have their resting places now. So
Yeah.
definitely put them down for good, and their vampire powers wouldn't restore them if they were killed there. That's obviously you would have no idea if they'll come back with vampirism or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right now, Trimer's older sister Kira is there. Yeah, Trimer's also asking for Kira's opinion. Like, Kira, what do you think?
Should probably go to her. I don't think she's here.
Was there
Okay.
she
Oh, she
because
was.
when
My bad.
well I'd say if she didn't come with you here, she would join you now as she was with you at the bridge. Like she was trying to convince Trymere to accept them. Like she wanted to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would. Well, I'm not really sure what's happened to them, but if those manacles hold and they really are undead, then I suppose there's no rush. Do you think you'd be able to help Ariana? I mean, soon? Does the ritual take very long?
Really, matter of minutes, but if I will have to, I cannot constantly use it. It will require some resting time. Once every few weeks. When you go wearable for the time.
She would turn to Trymere and just nod and say, "Well, then I think we should try it with Ariana. We certainly aren't going home with the princess lying dead."
Oof, okay, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Want to do it here or do it back at Brodovik? Yeah, Trimer's asking Gore.
Let's not cause a scene. If
Yeah,
she's back,
said
she'll
you
be
were
back.
in-
If not,
I was going to say the
you're both
geoglyph.
talking.
Geoglyph is a place of power. So if you wanted to do a ritual here, that's usually what it's used for. I was just going to say where you are now is a powerful magic place, but it's up to you.
Yeah, we can do it here. Yeah. Here is good. She will have to
And
be killed for it first.
yeah,
And then if none of you want to do it, I can.
yeah. And oh yeah, I did. So Ariana is the daughter of Elder Risa Moonshadow, right? That's her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, it just needed a reminder that. Okay, got it.
I think that's the name. I'll need a bit of a reminder
It's been a
myself.
while.
But
Oh yeah, I have it in my notes. Faction name: Bordovet. Domain size: small. Then leader: Elder Risa Moonshadow. Like check Ariana's sheet. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure her last name is on there. Moonshadow.
it is. That is right.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, she is.
I think she's the only noble that is with you. But yeah, other than maybe you and Kira might have some sort of nobility, but she's the princess isn't actually quite the right word, but I don't know what you would call it. It translates into common as princess when you translate it from Elvish. But I going to then prepare Ariana for this ritual and that coffin into the middle of the geoglyph where you can stake them. Yeah, what's the plan?
Right. Yeah, that's what I imagine. We carve a piece of steak and then stab.
A piece of steak.
Because
Like
steak
wooden
into
steak.
a steak.
A wooden steak.
For a second, I thought you really didn't know what a steak was. I was like, do you think people kill vampires with like a rump?
A piece of meat.
Just,
No.
It's a very bad meat.
just stab them with the teeth open. You can easily fashion a wooden steak out of, or find one around here.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask for the steak unless you want to do it.
Nah, you do it, Governor.
All right. I'll approach the casket and with both hands lift them up and stab into her heart. And then she. Oh, yeah.
Karen, it's just quite an unholy thing. There's like a lot of dark magic that comes spilling from her chest as this vampire starts being destroyed.
Yeah, my eye will begin to glow. And, well, the rest we'll see just magic spewing out, but I'll see also the magic and I'll see like pieces of Ariana and I'm just slowly pulling them towards me, and once all of the bad voodoo and evil magic is away, I like piece her together and like take out the stake, and she her soul goes back into the hole and closes it.
As you hear her soul kind of just screaming back into place. Want to tell us how this actually should have posted in the chat how this works. This
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah.
Is this you said if you roll well enough? I take
So
this
if I
as
roll low enough, I can use it in the near future because it's
I see.
44 weeks. No rolling, it just works, unless well you decide it's not.
I mean, I feel like that's that's the limitation. But is it a reincarnation? Like, is it the spell? Like, does something change? But
I think it's just called reincarnation. I didn't see anything about it, like like working like a reincarnation spell.
oh, okay, I see that last.
Yeah, the
Feature
very
there.
last part. And next time I can use it would be more than 44 weeks. Yeah, that will not be anytime soon. 8.
Ooh, 8. So that's like a 1 month and a half at least.
Yeah, not
That's
horrendous.
almost it's 2 months,
Oh yeah, 2 months.
just about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will say, this is going to work as this whole place. All of you will just kind of see that magic creating quite a display here as Ariana's soul is wrenched from whatever dark forces were holding on to it, and Ager sends it right back here as that entire coffin is going to slowly start to fill with water as well, and as it kind of um, as it covers her, you will see her eyes open. She will sit up, kind of splashing out of it, as she just looks like terrified and extremely traumatized, to say the least. But she is just shaking and scared, and looks over to you as she sees Trymere. You see her recognize you immediately as that same dark kind of look in her face is gone.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll just grab a hold of the casket and like steady myself.
Happened. She looks at
Ah,
Gorm next to her, just completely confused.
I think it's best if the rest explain I wasn't there.
ah, ooh,
Unless you're asking about the right
I-
now, and then that I can explain.
like Ariana, what everything that happened? What was the last thing you remembered?
I'm not sure. I remember being given orders. So chaos, they said. Oh, it's all a bit of a blur. But I remember lions and monsters. She's just giving this 1,000-yard stare, but it definitely seems like she remembers time with the Shadow Claw as a vampire, at least in part.
Right. Yeah, like Tara says, you're okay now. Whew, I believe you are free from their grass or whatever spells they had on you.
Checks her teeth, and the fangs are gone. So I thought I was dead.
You
Thank
were
you.
technically.
Certainly don't feel it now. Oh wait, no. And she suddenly, you see her starting to remember. She goes, "No, you didn't take the deal, did you?"
Oh, oh gosh. Oh, what? Why? What happened? What do you remember? Like, I mean, we kind of did in a way.
We did. No, not just we did. The Verdun main. Yeah, decided that it's a better option, but they the Shadowclaw were warned that if well, they lied or betrayed us, well, it's it won't end well for them, to say the least.
Explain, Ariana. What do you know?
She notices the other coffin lying there and realizes that Finway is not is probably in that one. As she says, "Well, they they gave us orders to assassinate the Jarl, to cause as much chaos in Braudevik as we could. I don't know what they offered you, but it was a trick. Their armies are readying themselves as we speak.
Oh,
They are going to march. I remember they said something about a blockade at sea, but
oh, oh. Okay. So they're not marching towards Brodovik, but this blockade at sea?
No, they're marching towards Browdovik. They said they were going to try and send you to deal with a blockade at sea, try and get
Oh.
you away from the fight.
Oh, okay. 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 Dang, we didn't catch that on. But this is good information. Fortunately, we got although Finway's still under control, I put like magic cuffs that will restrain undead creatures. So even he wakes up, he can't move or get out there. Following the orders that they gave you when you were undead.
For the best. Yeah, she would ask a bit of basically all the things you were discussing, bringing her back, trying to figure out what happened. But for bringing her back and getting the information, you've essentially managed to outsmart the Shadow Claws here, as the bonus that they were going to get from you guys going off to fight a Medusa will be nullified, obviously, unless you still go and investigate the Medusa. But when you realize we are still in intrigue and the Shadow Claws still intend to attack, but their last intrigue turn you've just undone, basically.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. That was
Question is, are they attacking Brodovic or the tower? Because we did make
them.
sure.
Ooh.
That
Yeah.
that's still where the battle would happen. But as I said last week, you guys had seized the initiative by setting up the fight there. But you not been there, you would have lost that bonus. But now you've still
Okay.
got it because you have not been tricked.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
The Shadow Claw are all marching, or just vampires, or?
I think the ship they wanted you to attack, I think might have a vampiric rival, someone from the council. I don't know, there were so many of them. But the Shadow Claws still plan to march on Browdovik.
Okay.
But I have seen their numbers. I have seen the forces that are coming. I might be able to help you prepare.
Well, the Shadow Claw are the immediate threat, so let's deal with them first. Let's hope whoever is commanding the blockade remains at sea for just a bit longer.
Okay. Okay, looks like we're resuming our our defense against them then.
So yeah, we'll say you gather up the coffins and well, the coffin, and head back into town with Oriana. Um, are you going to store Fenway somewhere, or are you just keeping him nearby?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe we should store him somewhere at least. Should we keep it? Yeah. Right now, Timer believes like, okay, I think we just in case, let's chain it up just in case.
Camilla, you've already got quite a few creatures chained up, even a Draugr, so you might have this facilities at your house to just store a coffin.
Oh yeah. You still got Sven.
Sure. You can keep Sven company.
Yeah, so Sven gets a buddy as they are also thankfully on the other side of the river. So if one of them is a vampire, oh yeah, actually no, a vampire can't cross running waters.
Oh yeah.
He's
We hang him above the water. So if he comes out, he just falls in. So he has to stay in the casket.
it's the fishing hut, so yeah, pretty easy to do. Just drop him in a net that hangs over the water, and Finway should not be a problem until you deal with him. That now that you understand that, I'm not expecting you to solve vampirism that quickly, but what that means is we are back in intrigue, and uh, the battle will go ahead as planned. But there is a small problem. Foundry has broken all of the warfare unit sheets that I made and that we have used in the past.
Oh shit.
So, as annoying as that is, I think we're going to simplify it and just make some new ones. But we're not going to worry too much about what was there already. Like, if you can remember any of that, that's great. But essentially, what we'll do is just create like 2 elven units, 2 human units, and 1 special unit for Browdovik. And you've got the healers and the Leonin that are joining you. They've sent a special unit from the Verdant Main and from the Philedricar Court.
Ah, wonderful.
How you want to distribute those is up to you, but the size of the group will be determined by the tier that of unit. And I know that for some of you that doesn't make sorry that that doesn't make any sense to some of you, but that's why we'll go through it together, and everyone will get to basically make a unit, and that'll be their unit to command in the upcoming battle.
I want
I
to make a
remember
human
most
unit.
of the unit I used. Not sure about the stats themselves, but the abilities I remember.
Most of the abilities we can sort of drag and drop onto the thing. I've just sent a link in the chat to a unit maker for the warfare system that should just give us some basic, like give us the stats basically, easily.
Yeah, I managed to find the units themselves, and then I realized what you meant by Foundry broke them.
I can't open the sheet. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I made all the Shadow Claw sheet. So a lot that's been undone, but we can make new ones, and the new sheet is actually a little bit nicer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can still keep names and things from the previous ones, but we're just gonna make some new stats, and that won't take too long this session. If it does, then we'll do the warfare next week. But if we can get all the sheets done tonight, then we can try and actually have the battle.
Yeah, I do want to check the rules, but I believe the holy blockade should be at least regular now, because they were green for a while.
We had quite a few battles. I think they're veteran now, aren't they?
Oh, I think I don't remember. I'll check the file you sent like back in the day, because I'm pretty sure it says how many battles usually it takes. Oh, you actually
Well,
have a cost and everything. It actually says how much it costs. And oh,
so you can have one unit from each tier. but the size of that unit will depend on what tier you're in. So a tier 1 unit, you can have the size of 12 because you have got a lot of warriors, but you need multiple units. Like there's a whole tier structure, but we don't have to worry about learning all of that now. The main thing is that you guys get to make 5 units. One of them is going to have a D4 for the size, one will have a D6, one will have a D8, one will have a D10, and one will have a D12. And those, the higher the tier, the lower the number of, the lower the size of the unit, essentially.
Yeah.
I will make the Leonin ones that are coming in, like, or we can get to those. But first, we'll start with just what everyone wants to make. So the tiers also, that goes from like level 1 is like your levies, this is just you gave a farmer a sword, and like even a sword might be
You get
saying
more
too
power
much.
stick.
I just have a
The most
pitchfork.
basic one, yeah.
Should be
And
fine.
then as opposed to tier 5, which is like your elite, like the 300 Spartans kind of thing. I'm going to find the link to the book. I'm just looking for it now. But does everyone have that? The Kingdoms and Warfare?
Okay, let me open it.
The what?
It's a book on how to create the units and all of the rules. Just search for it online, and you should find a version.
Okay, because I went
I
over
think
to
it's
the
pretty-
I went over to the site. I just clicked on the rule tab, started reading that.
Okay, I see it. It's pinned. The Kingdoms and Warfare in the
It's
Audio
the link there doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
No,
that's fine.
Hilti, might be right. Yeah,
What?
there are rules in the unit maker itself.
That's actually really useful. Read those.
Yeah,
So much. So
yeah, yeah. I see it here. So the board of mages. So they've been through one battle. I put them at experience regular.
Yeah, from what I'm reading, the hammers would be seasoned now. Seen more than one battle and live to tell the tale.
yeah, I would say veteran. I think they've seen several battles at this point.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how many several, but yeah, they fought in all the battles that we had. So three, two, two.
I don't think there's a seasoned option on the new sheets, which I noticed earlier because it confused me. So
Yeah,
if there isn't, we'll go veteran. Otherwise, yeah, seasoned. Right?
Just find the rules, because a commander I get things as well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of that stuff is in Foundry. We can, depending on your class, your unit will have a bonus feature. But this is a unit of soldiers. So for those of you who haven't made a unit before, bear in mind this is not just like this isn't just one guy. This isn't just like 5 guys. This could be in this system. This could be 1,000 men that you are sending. Now, obviously, for the size of this battle, Browdervik doesn't have thousands of people to throw into the battle, but um, it is large groups of soldiers. It's large scale warfare. So depending on how large and how elite you think the group is, will determine. But it sounds like we're going to have tier 3 as the human infantry.
believe so. Yeah.
They were tier 3 before. So they might. Yeah, actually, makes sense. And then they would be a D8 would be the size. Getting all of Mikil's dudes as well. Like, it's all the human.
Yeah, but wasn't last time you let us choose like it was either me or Mickey lets the humans. But if we're just making units random like differently here, then yeah, it would
Last
better.
time I made you make way too many units, and
Okay.
we totally overcomplicated this. That's why I'm like, you all get one, and then there'll be the extra ones that you got through the intrigue.
Okay.
But they can be, because it's a pretty even split. You can have uh, two human ones, two elven ones. So that might be good to have like one infantry, one archery, one range. And then you get one special unit for Browdovik. That could be Aegir's Hydra. That could be like Hilda turns into fucking Fenrir. Like you could have like one special thing that like calls the wolves of the forest, something like that.
I'm gonna make a human.
So you're gonna take the archers then.
Archers? Yeah, sure thing.
Also got some of the people that were saved from before are with you here back in Browdvik. So you've got some of the actual what are they called, the wolf killers or what you think, you know what I mean, the Drix warriors.
Right. I was supposed to talk to you about those in character.
Now that the time we assume that Browdvik has been preparing soldiers and stuff, but um, over these next few weeks, you guys will be able to plan what kind of units you're putting together, what soldiers you're choosing, and role play into that as much as you like. But that seems like a good opportunity to have that conversation.
It is, but I have to run to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Then Trimir, you're thinking of keeping the battle mages, correct?
Yeah.
That's cool. And then Camilla, you're gonna stick with your fang blades.
Yes.
Also, you won't have your mother's archers this time if you do that. So you can either go archers or another infantry unit. We will have a ranged unit of humans though.
Can check the archers.
Okay, so we've got some elven archers, some elven spellcasters, some human fighters in the infantry. So then, Hilda, do you want to go with archers or like melee fighters with infantry? Because the people you brought with you are probably more infantry.
Yeah, I think I do prefer infantry having like two, like that can be effective on range, and two more mobile up close ones, like groups, I guess.
Yeah, you do also have the Felidrikar court who are sending infantry, but they're an extra unit, so you're getting those either way.
No, all right. I mean, yeah, I can't have too many infantries. Probably, I hope.
Yeah, yours will be at a bit of a different skill level than the others, I think, as you haven't seen as many battles. But yeah, I think that works.
Mm-hmm. And then let's see here. When it comes to equipment, do I pick a light or medium for them then? Because I'm imagining they probably don't run around with like super heavy armor.
Yeah, I've been picturing medium as being like you have a shield and basic armor. I think also because of Mikhail's like they've been creating like gravitite enhanced armor, so you guys have got pretty good gear. So you could go medium.
All right.
So just going to set up another hublet before I start um, making the units, but you can start working on your units and just ask me if you have any questions. But it does look like all the relevant rules are on that site.
Yeah. What side again? What I could do again?
Oh, cool.
Sorry?
Oh no,
Say
like
again.
you said rules on the site. What site again?
Look in the Mordia chat. I sent a link to a unit maker.
Oh, okay. Okay, it has all the rules here. Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, there's a rules tab that has everything there.
It's a pick.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Also a cheat sheet inside Boundary for how the a lot of the like in warfare, like when we're actually in battle, how those rules work. But for actually creating the unit, I think all the relevant stuff is there.
Like, thus far, I've got human, regular, medium, and infantry. I think regular is fine with this one though. I've seen a few fights.
So does it give you a option in terms of a tier there?
Let me check.
You should, if you're going with the human infantry, that's probably the biggest of the units. So you'll probably be able to do a D12, but it'll be a tier 1 unit, which
Okay, and tier 1 is like green or like inexperienced.
green. Because that would mean that, yeah, you've got your, I mean, the people that you travel with, you've got the twins and the, what's their name? I can't remember now. But
Been a
you
while.
would also be getting like all the, like every teenager in Broadwick that can wield an axe, like every human that is not already a seasoned like a veteran, they they will be fighting under your command.
All right.
Big old wolf pack there, as I think
Yeah.
Gorm will be commanding the things. Oh, the other thing that I'm pretty sure Mikil would want to build, as that would be one of the 5 units. Mikil has developed a ballista, which I don't think you guys have gotten to use much yet. But he has a knack for making siege weapons, which maybe if you want to leave the one of the units for Mikil and turn that into the ballista, I think that could be a good move.
I'd be
Sounds
fine
like
with that.
no one's chosen the special unit yet, and that
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, no one chose a special unit.
Yeah, we're contemplating letting what is it? Having having the special unit incorporate Mikhail's ballista.
Yeah.
maybe a bunch of dwarves manning a anti-grav ballista.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I've got my squad.
Can't seem to find what like each class gives as a commander.
Setting it horribly quickly. I will tell you though, but it is in Foundry. I don't know if you can see them. There is warfare features and then martial advantages. So
What
Warfare
advantage?
features. I just see all the traits. I don't see another folder in there. I just see like adaptable, aerial bombardment, all of those, not martial
Well,
advantages.
can you see it now?
Yeah. Maybe it's in the other one.
In the warfare features, I don't think that we can see it. We just see a bunch of different, well, literal features.
Yeah,
But none of
traits you
that
can give to units,
any of
nothing
that.
else.
I haven't actually filled all of these folders anyway, because we didn't have all of these classes. But,
Okay, I
but
found it in the book.
perfect. Then maybe you can just tell everyone what they're supposed to get. You should also be able to find some of those features on the website, like on the unit making thing. It,
It makes sense. I just didn't remember what they are, so I couldn't add them. What domain size is Bolovik 3 in? No?
We can like features, but I'm not sure where to find which features we're supposed to have.
There are actually. Which features do you get, Paladin or Bard?
DM?
I'll screenshot and send the ones relevant.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works with multi-classing. I'd say either you can take like a feature from each of them, or just go with the one that you have more levels in, which I believe is Paladin.
Yeah, that's probably going to make things easier. So,
Yeah, Paladin
think that'll be
things are
fine.
probably more useful in a large-scale battle as well. But hey, who knows?
Well,
The
thankfully,
Bard features might-
Artificer doesn't exist in the martial advantages, so it saves us figuring something out from Mikhail.
Because it's copyrighted.
Bard stuff might make sense. You know what? You might actually get.
Yeah, more stuff might
I
have
can't
some
remember.
morale or
We
something.
get all of them, or it's like one anyway. Say anything about how those are like chosen.
Multi-class characters can choose martial advantage from any of their classes.
Oh.
For example, a wizard druid can choose from either wizard or druid. Each time they gain a new martial advantage based on domain size. So if you're at domain size 3, you can take the feature of the second of the level 2 domain size from the bard and the first and the third one from the paladin. So you can mix and match. Just make sure you take one from each size.
All right. It's pretty nifty.
However, those choices are permanent once made.
Ah, damn it.
That's what it says.
For this unit though, so don't worry. We are already kind of redoing things here. If we have to redo it again down the line, doesn't matter.
Oh, I think we're going to cook the vampires now with my abilities. I get exorcisers here. Any unit this commander controls automatically succeeds on attack test and inflicts 1 additional damage against any undead or fiends. I can't miss them finally. I might be not be gold for the toughness, but I can always damage them.
That's cool. Wow, that's a very useful. I mean, yeah, the Holy Blockade.
Yeah. Okay, I believe they had courageous. Oh, courageous is from being humans. Okay, it doesn't have all of them, so I'll just add a custom one.
What the hell? There's an ability called Hell's Hammer. The funny name.
What does it do?
Each infantry and cavalry unit this commander controls has advantage on power tests against any undead or fiend unit. That would be probably useful.
Oh, you are a paladin. Oh, it's a paladin thing, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll send the bard one unless you have it.
I do not.
I'll send the bard one as well.
Much appreciated. We're gonna read into the paladin stuff.
Yeah. You do get to mix and match. Get a bunch of scrolls. I believe scrolls
one of
are
them looks
one
cool.
use. Like entirely one use.
Oh, well, that explains a lot. Apparently, the clarity allows you to pick a certain amount of troops. Oh no, never mind. It's not as cool as I thought it was. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to pick one, at the very least, one bard thing just for the flavor of it.
Yeah.
I think the bard things are actually quite cool. It's like, you got some cool battle cry. Oh yes, it's Songs of Battles 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Let's go on a veteran one because they'll be smaller. So it means if they're attacked, the attackers have disadvantage.
We did discuss that he's probably, if he's doing human infantry, he's probably got the biggest unit
Oh.
of like all the
Yeah.
non-elite kind of, like your unit would be some veterans, but he's probably going to have all the newbies.
Got it.
He'll have the D12 one. But if you guys want to discuss which thing, like who's taking what tier and therefore what size, do feel free to discuss, because it doesn't really matter which is which. We can. I feel like who of your units have been in a lot of battles, but you're going to have one unit from each tier.
And just so I'm clear on this thing, tier is basically is that like their size, like which die they have there?
That's the experience.
Oh.
The more experienced they are, the weaker the smaller the size will be.
Okay.
It's a little bit confusing. So thing is that the tier, the way it works is that you can only have an army. It creates almost like a pyramid structure. So if you have a tier 5 unit, you need 2 tier 4 units to support that one. And you would, so for each unit, you need 2 of the tier below. That's why there's always going to be the most tier 1 units. The diagram that makes it very obvious, but it's just a pyramid.
All right.
So
Right,
you're mostly
part of a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Great. Let's see here.
All
Is there
this
any chance I
pyramid.
can try? I'm perfectly fine with this not having like an actual change the result. Is there any way I could just like take the people that I have from the other wolves that we brought with us and try to like quickly whip some people into shape, like have a
We have like 2
rush to
weeks
boot
before the
camp?
attack.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to take those 2 weeks and just like start training the whichever people I can find.
Yeah, I mean that is basically what you're doing by putting this unit together. Like you are, that is training everyone up, getting them ready, and it's going to be assumed that if you're commanding them, that you are the one training them. Maybe you've got some other people that are kind of sub commanders, kind of thing, but they are that unit is your responsibility, and you will be the one that even if you die in the battle, they were trained by you, so it is still that they will still follow the orders that you have given them. Yeah, you can absolutely whip them into shape. You have still got one turn. We're going to sort of hand wave the units like as an action, like raising a unit thing, because that's a bit confusing. But there is still one intrigue turn. I don't know if Hilt has done anything yet, but you could use that to try and improve um, your units and or like improve your resources. And then when you start the battle, your units get like an extra buff, which you guys are already getting a few of. You've shored up Radovic's everything really. I think their comms, the resources and the resolve are pretty high right now.
I think the only big warfare part I've taken part of is that one time against the witch and the witches.
When you join, like not long.
Hmm?
That was about when you joined, wasn't it? Or have you been here much longer?
No, it was. I want to say that was a few weeks after, maybe a month or
Yeah,
two.
we didn't
But
start immediately with the battle. It was the first ever like
it,
combat he ran with the
Uh,
warfare
yeah,
the
with the
system.
warfare system.
Trymere was the one who arrived, like with the troops, with all the elven troops,
Yeah,
because
who did
after
not
Onyx died,
last.
when Onyx died, that was in a warfare thing.
Yeah, it was a warfare thing. Oh, it was a warfare thing.
Oh,
We
okay.
charged the fortress.
Yeah, we're kind of in between.
Was the sea battle? Yeah, we've had quite a few of these large scale battles actually, but this is going to be the biggest one yet. You know, maybe not. I went way overboard on that first battle. You fought like like 3 different cities and fought a freaking Ailson the Arisen, the chosen one. So, but this one, you know that you are up against Leonin, against gnolls, against vampires, and fought enough of them to know that this is not going to be an easy battle. Not for your troops. For you guys, I don't think you're that intimidated by average Leonin. Maybe the vampires, but
Hjelte is.
you guys are
He's
going
got
to go up
murderers.
against the officers. So that's the other thing that, like how you guys went one on one with the hags. Well, not exactly one on one, but you know what I mean. Like the idea is that the warfare system, these units are fighting in the background. They having their big, like battle of two towers kind of moment, and then we'll go and do a normal D&D combat to show what your involvement is, and probably, well, not probably, you'll be facing the enemy officers and commanders and like the boss. Which is not with me tonight. But is that making sense to everyone? I mean,
Yeah.
We
I'm
already
over
did it once.
explaining.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm good with that.
Yes.
You're able to make one on that site. You can, I believe, you can like download just it as an image or something, and just drop it in the chat, and then I will transfer them into Foundry.
I
You
suppose
can
I have a
also
lot of traits.
gonna take me a minute to to set up all the units in Foundry, so you can also like role play and describe how you are setting up these units, what it looks like. You know, are there elves up in the trees practicing their bow and arrow skills? Are there ball drills going on with the sorcerers?
I'm a little bit confused now. When it comes to the amount of, like, when it comes to the traits that the character or that the units are supposed to have, currently, this the one that I'm making it only has courageous. I don't know if that's correct or not.
Courageous is from them being humans.
Yeah,
I
that's the
think.
thing. I'm not sure if they're supposed to have a bunch of other things or not.
Probably adaptable as well. This is also a human thing, and I guess depends. Probably not anything else if this is just like normal troops.
Okay. No, yeah, they are
They
just a
would
bunch of.
get they would get the advantages of that we were talking about with the like the bard and paladin things.
Right, but is that something I apply to the unit itself?
Some of them are just yeah. I mean, it's easiest to just keep it on the unit. You don't have to worry too much if it's like about setting it up on that sheet and put it in on Foundry. But um, yeah, if you are the commander of that unit, so all of those abilities would apply to that unit.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the wording. Some of them are just like they're not specific to a unit, but I think they all are. That makes that's
I think
what
they
they're
all
for.
are to units you command. You just only command one unit. So
That's where they get all of those things because that's you training them. That's how it is reflected. So your specific method of command is giving them these abilities because that's what they're training, because that's what you're teaching them to do.
And I guess I'm gonna slap them on here.
Most of those units, most of those abilities um, are pretty specific to the ancestry, or there's so many of them though. If there's something else that you think would really fit your unit, feel free to let us know because that's also part of it. You want to customize these things. Most of the stuff you get is from your class and from their ancestry.
Hmm. Dang, I wish I had dual monitors for this.
And take a long rest. You've been back for days.
yeah,
Let's go, big nap.
the only thing I don't remember is what armor the units had.
They were increased by one. I think your unit could
Probably
probably
just
go.
medium.
I think Mikhail did something to upgrade the armor from medium to heavy for those units. The tier 1 unit would have medium. If you are making a more elite human force, you can go medium or heavy. All the gravitite armor and all the dwarves are working in the forge. Even one of the verdant main guys came back and has been working in the forge, so they are hard at work getting everyone well equipped. I'm also just trying to look up what the effects are of trying to find the table on like if your resolve is at level 2 or whatever, what the bonuses are. because the chance that one of those is what actually increases the armor. That you can also just pay for. Like that's just something you can. These rules are really cool, but at the same time, they melt my brain every time.
Yeah.
Quite as user friendly as I would like. Yeah, you guys are currently, I think you have secure communications, which means that at the end of the next deployment, your domain chooses an allied unit in any rank and moves that unit into any adjacent space. So you can kind of mess with where their troops are going. Oh no, it's allied units. You can mess with where your troops are going after seeing the armies that you're facing. There's another one. And what is your got like fanatic, right? With
Yeah.
so far with your result.
Mhm.
That means that as a reaction when the enemy starts their turn during the first round of any combat against officers of the opposed domain, one of this domain's officers who has not yet acted can cast a spell or make a weapon attack. So that actually comes into the combat scenario. That helps you guys.
Okay. Once again, so as a reaction.
You get to cast a spell or make a weapon attack as a reaction, basically.
Oh, what?
So yeah, as a reaction when an enemy starts their turn during the first round of any combat. So when you go up against their officers in round one, if you haven't acted yet, you can use a reaction to cast a spell or make an attack.
Oh, okay, got it.
And your speed also increases by 10 feet during that first round. The resolve very much helps you guys in the battle. The other
I think
one,
I have everything correct.
One little thing, because I'm not sure if I remember this correctly. Whenever one of your units get like hit or kind of take damage, do their size die decrease by one size?
It is decreased, just lose. It increments by one. Not increments the other by one.
So it goes down from like. So currently, like let's say I
It's like
started
if you have
D8,
a
it goes down to
D6, so you have
D6 and
6
then
health.
D4.
It's not reduced like that. If you're 1d6 is the size, then you have like 6 HP
yeah.
to the
So
unit.
every time you get attacked, like they first have to make an attack roll to see if they hit you, and then they make a power test to see if they do enough damage to actually like reduce your numbers and inflict casualties. And when they succeed, then some units will do more damage than others because they've got like specific features. Most of the time, you take casualty, but that could be like 50 people. There's like maybe a fireball went off and a lot of people died, but mechanically on the sheet, it's your size has gone down. And then the thing is, after the battle, when you recover, you can only recover up to the last die size. Like you're going in there with the biggest army, like the biggest unit you could have right now. But if most of them die, and then you go and heal them, you're not going to be able to bring most of it back. You would come back with a smaller unit.
Okay.
But yeah, in terms of the battle, that's your HP.
That case.
But you guys, what is your resource level right now? I think you're in abundant.
Yes,
Did the
but
Foundry crash?
Yes, it did. They just confirmed it.
Oh, damn you, Foundry!
Not Foundry. It's the Forge
Damn
basically.
you, Forge!
Because man,
I'm
like
really glad we're moving next week. I mean, yeah, by next
Next
month
time.
we will
Yeah,
be
man,
moving.
like I can tell you, like I'm pretty sure I could spin up like on any of the services, including the one we're going to, and it's like I'm pretty sure it would just work. Oh well, considering that I made Kiga work on it, we know it's solid.
But Kiga working again, that we're definitely moving to whatever system that is. But yes,
Uh,
we will be moving server soon, and hopefully that will solve this bullshit.
Yeah.
But we'll
The
do it
funny,
before.
funny
When was the cutoff? September 20th, right?
Yeah.
That's when
22, I think it is, or something.
It's September 20th.
well,
Yeah.
Definitely.
we'll have moved by then. So don't worry.
We don't have a session during that same week. But I
It-
will be missing the sessions in the week after. Because I won't be home. Just the Mordia one. It's still a while.
Sessions for like many sessions.
No, just one. I'm on vacation. It's
Oh,
Jewish New Year
okay,
during
cool.
the week.
That's cool. But it's fine. We're making the units with this other site anyway, so we'll try and do that. See if they solve the problem.
Okay, yeah. From what I can see, season doesn't exist like in the proper rules, so I just set them to veteran.
That works. The old sheets we had season, but the new ones
It's okay.
they use other rules. Because there's two different versions as well. They remade this a couple of times.
Mm.
But if you guys have if you're abundant in terms of your resources, the bonus that you get, okay, that only affects cavalry, unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
Dang it.
But you have still got uh, one turn. If you increase your resources again to booming, it would help your artillery units. So, which is all your archers. It would make them inflict one extra casualty. But you aren't quite there yet. Cavalry units would have advantage on power tests until the end of the first round. But you do also have each of your infantry units has advantage on power tests until the end of the first round in battle. So that's just from surplus. So that's kind of the magnetite stuff that was one of the things that Mikhail did by enhancing the forge and getting them all working there is what's giving your infantry advantage on power for the first round. If you want to help the archers and maybe even the sorcerers, I think they technically are artillery too.
Ah, okay.
Either artillery or battle mages. I'm not sure if it's.
They
I
are
think they
battle
might be in
mages.
the same category.
Yeah, they are battle mages, but I think you're right.
Let's see.
Actually, I just realized I have some of the units we made before I have saved. I have what I had for the elves that time. If you want to
Okay.
compare,
Yes.
Let's see. I have the holy blockades. Like I downloaded the picture, the thing itself. It says
that's fine.
generate as well. I'm not sure if it's supposed to generate it as well.
Art is still on Foundry, so I'll be able to use the same token as before. But
Okay.
yeah, if you can generate one of those cards, or just anything from that site and just send it to me, give me a
Oh,
screen.
I just send it here. My boys are well huge. I believe I got everything right.
Yeah, that looks right.
I don't remember. I have no idea what this is. No, yeah,
It's
this
a
is
lot of damage.
Wait, why did you make them green?
I didn't. It just that's just how it gave it. I didn't change anything. It just they were green.
No,
Oh,
no,
it's just
that's Hilter's one. I thought I was clicking on the one that Gorm sent, but Hilter's came through.
oh,
at
green
higher
is the rank
than
of the
one.
unit. Okay.
Green is,
So,
yeah, that's what I mean. Instead of veteran, I was like, we just
Oh,
spoke
yeah.
about the fact that they were
so wait. So what do the battle mages count as? So you said artillery.
battle mages, uh, but see, I'll find the unit I made.
They might. I think they like engage with each other. Like if there is another unit of battle mages or artillery, they have to attack each other first. There is some ruling about it.
Yeah, yeah. The battle mages have to target battle mages first before they can target other units.
Yes. This is what I have. Well, I had them as green last time. I just changed it to regular. But
Oh, okay.
although Trips of Fame and Great Renown, I'm pretty sure that. Oh, I keep clicking on Hilter's thing. Fucking hell. That's not right. That should be Hilter's one. It is. Maybe.
Yeah, when you said about us having too many units back then, we might have raised too many, but from what I can see, we can have domain 3, we can have 3 tier. Let's see.
Yeah, you just need to have enough to support the structure underneath. Like,
Yeah.
but that's why I'm saying the sizes will be different because when you have, like, you have multiple small units of humans, they all just come together to form one big unit of humans. So essentially, Hilter's unit of 12 is going to be the entire bottom stack. So that's like 5 small units all together. Mainly just because it's
Yeah.
simpler to do. But yeah, for the sorcerers, yeah, put them as regular there, but maybe as, Gorm's one's the elite.
Oh, it's elite.
Yeah, I think maybe they should be the elite ones. They seem like maybe they're the most experienced. I don't know, because yeah, tier 5.
I believe they had the most battles technically.
Yeah,
Wait.
and Oder's unit was they were
Yeah.
elite before, so
Yeah, that's
yeah, I
correct.
think that makes sense. But then they'd be the smallest as well. You could leave the catapult to be that smallest
Yeah,
one.
I think. Yeah, I think I would. My unit is here to be as annoying as they can. That's the aim, the goal. So I made them. They're the ones in the like. Yeah, they are veteran, which is the middle one. So they are. Yeah. Yeah. So they're 8. 1d8 size.
And then so then the battle mages should actually either the archers or the mages. I feel like the archers are probably more experienced. That's you've because most of the battle mages died in the last one, didn't they? Like that unit got wrecked, or was that the archers? Well,
It
No,
was
it was
the
the mages.
mages.
No, it was the mages. Yeah, they failed to rally, so they had to retreat.
Ranger gets some pretty cool abilities.
yeah, so it's up to you guys. You can discuss. I think it would either make more sense that the the mages are higher experience, but is a smaller group, so that would be the like the D6, or you've they're not as experienced because you've had to bring on all the like rookie mages, so you're only regular because it's like you lost most of the people in the first battle, and so you're up to a D6.
Make these guys
This is also
weapons.
yours, Carmilla? The find cover maneuver.
Potentially.
Well, it is. I
Hmm?
believe we are domain 3, so you do get it. It's Ranger exclusive.
Finally works again.
Yeah, I've used that one before.
I couldn't, because we were domain size 2. We got it after defeating the witches, the hex.
You only unlock that at. Okay, cool.
Okay, well, there we go. That should be better. Oh, it's an action.
So yeah, Comilla and Crimea. Who's taking tier 4 and who's taking tier 2?
In what again?
One of you is tier 2, one of you is like regular units, or and the other is elite, I believe.
I'll
The
take
higher
tier
rank you are, the unit will be smaller, but it will be stronger. Like the stats will be higher, just the health will be lower.
Oh, okay. You mean for my individual units? Okay.
Yeah, like, those are the choices left. One of you will have more experienced unit but small, or a less experienced unit but bigger. Both make sense for both of you due to the events that occurred.
Okay, yeah. I say tier 2 for me.
So yeah, then the stat block that I sent there for the Elven Sorcerers is
The correct one,
almost
yeah.
almost perfect. It's just the size is slightly smaller than it should be.
Yeah, and a few sorcerer abilities, unless you already added them.
Oh no. Not yet. So. The one from
Well,
the martial advantages.
your unit starts invisible.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sorcerers.
That sounds kind of useful.
Yeah, you have Wand of Fire, which is an action. You can
That's
cast a
fine.
spell. I'm not sure what. Oh, okay. I was going to ask what a fire token is, but yeah.
Yeah, for the invisibility stuff.
You will say you get Scroll of Translocation. It's a one-use thing, like entirely one use. Not per combat, so at least so that's how it's written. Forge said they found out the issue, but they haven't repaired it yet.
I guess they're getting there.
If they haven't fixed it by 10, then I think we'll just call it a bit early.
I'm able to log in.
Some games might be inaccessible. Well, I guess we're not including in the sum.
It's in pure French.
They're deleting the French accounts too now. The fuck?
They don't like the French.
Fair.
They don't seem
Yeah,
to
but
like
only
it.
like the African French, like Algeria and
The Canadian
New Guinea or
French.
whatever.
Because they because of their
Guineas.
abuse of what you call them. Yeah, because of the Canadian bacon. Oh, at least I can retrieve the artwork. Something.
Okay, I've also just logged back in. Just gonna make the default actors and then give you permissions and we can start building them in found.
Whee!
I've got the Holy Blockade. What are the other names of these units? We got anything create?
No. I just
The
want to get
archers in
soldiers
the
of
name. I
Broderick.
don't remember the name.
I don't even recall the names. That I was basically
You
looking
should be able to still see it if you go to like not actors. I think one below, and there is warfare at the very bottom. You can see the names, just not the sheet.
Just name these guys
They
as
would-
soldiers of
Okay.
Broderick.
I counter your argument with this.
Why do you?
But never mind.
Wait,
but that's
how
like-
do you open that? How do you change the sheet?
But this is
Oh,
a
basically what I
character
did
sheet.
was just export port it and then open it in an older version of Foundry.
Oh, okay.
Man, like
yeah, the
So
Hunters
that-
of Ireland.
what? Yeah, something of Ireland.
well, she.
Oh yeah, Hunters of Ireland. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, those were the archers.
If you want to give them a new name now, this would be a good time to do it. But that is, yeah, if you want to remake that, I think that was an infantry unit. So
I can
Yeah,
see.
yeah. The one Carmilla is an infantry, and the archers were archers. Because I think they were her mothers, technically.
Not sure. Blah, blah, blah. Holy shit! At least it can open. But I wonder what type of sheet it was designed.
the module that gives that sheet it no longer shows up in the module list, even though in the Marvel game it's been updated for version 13. I don't understand where it went, but you'll see what the new sheets look like, and you'll see the difference.
Oh, it's the warfare one. Yeah, it's. Oh, I see. That's why I couldn't access the sheet. Fine, play with that sheet.
So are you, Hilda, are you really just going with the soldiers of Brownwick? You don't want to be like the wolves of Brownwick or something?
Oh. Mm. No,
We have
initially
the
I thought that
creative
would
authority.
be. Yeah. How are they gonna get this far? Don't know if I want to turn these guys into wolves though.
Well, you're the one leading this pack, so
I'm an idiot.
you can call it whatever you like.
I'm gonna check.
Fantasy name generator. It's not a bad move. I mean,
I don't know.
Um,
It's more that I made a. What is it? Whenever I'm like bored or like just watching some random stuff, I end up just saving it, like thinking, oh hey, this would be useful in this and that campaign and stuff like that. And so I end up with like long playlists of that. Just have to scroll through it, trying to recall which one would fit for this one.
yeah, tell me about it. I've got so many things that I've stumbled across on the internet that I'm like, oh, this would be great for a D&D game. And then months later, I'm like, hey, this would be great for a D&D game when I find it again.
Yeah.
Just in my
No,
old folder.
no, I feel that. It's like whenever you like at some point you get an idea, like, oh wait, I have the perfect I have the perfect clip or idea for this, and I have to scroll through and basically an entire library to find it. Goodness.
DM, do you have
Sorry. Yeah.
like a sheet for the ballista? I don't think we ever used it in the. I don't maybe like only the first time we used it for combat. I'm not sure if we use it in the warfare system or not.
We
Oh,
did.
now I see.
Well, if we did, yeah.
We did. I've got art for it, but no, still can't access the stats. So yeah, I wonder if you want to pull that one across as well. That could be helpful. I'll give you
Uh,
permission.
Yeah, I can try and look at it because, like, currently I'm trying to figure it out.
I did find like pre-made templates, so there is a siege one, like in the book itself.
I think it was pretty much that. It was just a basic siege weapon.
Yeah, it's just traits adaptable because humans and siege engine. Probably that's it. I'm not sure what rank they are as special ones.
Yeah, if the ballista's going to be your special unit, then that'll be the tier 5 one, right?
Oh, okay, it's the very elite. Okay.
Yes, that has already been taken. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
We have
that's
1,
what
2, 3, and 4.
So then the ballistas will say, because also you've got the mind flare now helping them with their technology, they're going to be able to make gravitite powered ballistas, which are able to generate their own gravity. So they've essentially got like it's a rail
They
gun now. More than
Crash harder at the enemies.
Okay. For a second, I was thinking like, oh, you got a flying helicopter or something.
not quite, but it is the kind of grav cannon that you would like. You know, it's not just a giant crossbow. It's more like something you'd call in a strike with in Helldivers.
Okay.
You stay flies above them, and
What the
suddenly
fuck?
it immediately points down and goes crashing down, like straight downwards.
Yeah.
Suddenly gravity.
I mean, yeah, yeah. To be fair, dropping a building on someone definitely hurt.
If you can, you'd be able to propel it way faster if it's not just being launched. It's literally falling in whatever direction you want, or even change their trajectory mid-flight with some psionics and magic.
Oh wait.
What about weight?
Where? Maybe this is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, now I see. I worked my magic.
Hooray! Is it in our foundry or your foundry?
My foundry, because
Ah.
there I could enable the module.
That's the module that broke. But that again, that'll be helpful to see the traits that they had. But you're going to level up that. You're going to level that up a tier.
There should be elite. Rank 4.
I have zero clue how that is done. Is that
Use
just
the unit maker, what the DM sent. It
No,
increases the stats and everything.
Sorry, I think the Holy Blockade is the one that's meant to be elite, and then the,
Yeah.
the
Oh.
hunters should be tier 3.
Oh, then okay, then. Oh, then my sheet was incorrect.
That's fine. Sorry, I mixed up which tier was which thing.
That's fine.
Because we've got the infantry. Kyoto's infantry are going to be green. Then the sorcerers are going to be regular. The hunters will be veteran. The Holy Blockade will be elite, and then the Grav Ballista will be super elite, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Also means the Hunters of Ireland would be a D8, but just
Yeah.
use the unit maker anyway, if that helps. Otherwise, I'm making the sheets now. I just need a name.
For a Carvilla's unit?
Everyone's unit other than the Holy Blockade.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Mine are ready to go.
Archer's Violent is fine. And
Yeah, board of it. Battle me to this side.
I mean, you are putting together some like new units, but yeah.
Dang it. Alright, I give up. I can't seem to find what I was thinking of.
Okay, so no other idea on a name in Kilter. There have been armies before. What are they called? There was
Hammers of Broderick, the were Mikhail's.
the Hounds, which was
Yeah,
and the Shields
yeah.
and the Blades. The Blades of Bradovich.
They were Carmela's unit. I think. Oh no, that was with the Fangs something.
Yeah, the
Fangs
Fangs
are
were
the other one.
Commoner specific, but the Blades. A Commoner is technically a blade of Bradovich. That's like
Yeah,
a rank unto itself.
true.
I don't know if this one came
True.
out correctly, but what about this thing though? It'll be Varglinger.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's like wolf cubs.
That way.
Yeah, because they'll start off. Well, yeah, 'cause currently I guess the entire infantry isn't like that seasoned. In my mind, this is like a starter Pokemon. They'll evolve.
Literally, that you're getting all the farmers and stuff as well. So it's Cubs.
Yeah.
Okay, I've made the blank sheets. Can you guys see those?
Where should we see them?
In items? Oh no, in saying
It's like
actors. Yeah, go into the actors directory, the little person.
Yeah.
And then there should be a warfare folder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Warfare Blockades. Yeah,
I
Warfare.
the new ones.
Shadow.
What the heck is?
There are new ones.
Yeah.
folder.
Yeah, at the very
New
top.
versus
You have to click
Shadow.
Brodevik.
Click Broderick and then click folder, then click the new versus.
Oh yeah, I'm blind. Yeah.
Oh, it's the
There it is.
new one. Oh no.
Heck.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
blind. It's okay.
Oh, it's the new one. Yes. No.
We will be fine.
You don't know how horrible it is to work with.
You are correct, but we will be fine.
There's not enough Lega.
Specific control of this. Yeah, then I do have most of the features already in Foundry, so I can just drag them over. But
Okay.
They will probably go into the inventory thing instead of traits because of how these sheets see things.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
We are not using the command, I believe. Command
Yeah, I
the
think
No,
same
the
that's
way
stat.
we've
yeah.
been
That
doing it the whole time is that command is the same as morale. So you can just add the same stat as your
Okay.
morale.
but there is a morale field there. It's just after toughness.
Yeah, just make them both the same.
We've been using the morale score for anywhere that asks for a command check already, so just make them the same. Not find Olason's name. Oh, there.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to assign them permissions properly.
Okay.
But
Oh. Mm.
so can you guys edit those sheets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then will you just put the stats and stuff in, and then I will move the traits in.
I already put in the stats because that was the easy part.
Cool. Then and yeah, just make sure the size is the right one.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Sizes.
I dragged the traits, it threw them in the items, and now they will not be removed from the items. I think only the DM can, like only admin can, probably.
Oh, like you can't delete one that's already on.
I cannot delete it. Yeah, if it's on the sheet, I cannot delete it. I can change the stats, but not anything on the sheet itself.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my players to delete anything, so just
Yeah, not touching
just kidding.
anything.
I haven't set that up, but it's fine. Which one? Adaptable. Should I delete?
Yeah, they need to move into traits. If they're finding items, I'll leave them in items. I just need to add the
Delete.
rest.
That's what I was just saying. Is these sheets read them differently? I made
Okay.
all of those traits as items so that they could go onto the other sheet, but now. they, so yeah, all your traits. If you can drag them over, that's great. But they will be. You'll just have to look at them in the other tab. I can't imagine what you'd put in the inventory either. I don't know
There is inventory.
what I'm saying. Like the
Item.
items. Like what
Oh.
item?
Maybe.
Most of the units don't have a specific item. For villains, yes, there are some.
They
There
have
are.
like the rune of healing. But
Oh yeah, actually, you're right. That is an that is an item.
Consumable.
like most of like the cleric things are I'll have to add manually.
You can actually do that yourself. That would be amazing. But I
Yeah.
did have some of those things imported. I just not for. I didn't finish doing it for every class. But I'll try and make sure you have permissions to see those as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you see the martial advantages folder?
If it's supposed to be in the warfare feature folder, then no.
You should be able to see the cleric ones.
Yep, now I see them. Maneuvers and maneuvers and advantages. It is missing, I think. Yeah, missing two, but because it might be from like a fight, because I might have similarities to like fighter, so it might be there. But I can see the cleric ones here. I'll drag them.
I think the only ones I have here are ones that we may have used before because I didn't import every single one.
Mm.
I have to do each folder manually, so I will give you access to all the folders I have done. Done sorcerer or paladin. So
Oh, there it is. Heavy training. And I'll see if I can add manually the new ability. If not, I'll just try to not forget about it.
I imported some to the NPC stuff. Maybe the same. That's all I got. The druid, paladin, sorcerer, wizard, and warlock. I have not gotten to. And monk. They may have something similar in the NPC lists. See, one is
Sorcerer's
called.
training is probably a sorcerer.
Sounds appropriate, but I don't know if that is right.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, sorcerer's training. And the rune of fire as well. They're all first level sorcerer things. Yeah, and I just added manually the list feature in the traits.
I'm back.
assigned all of you as commanders. Yeah, anyone having any trouble setting this up?
Mine are ready, I believe. I'll just make sure the stats are correct.
Yeah, I think so. So remember, if there's something that lets you inflict an additional casualty when you attack, then make your damage 2.
Okay, but if it's I have like 2 of them, or one of them is specific for undead and fiends. Like it's situational.
They have disadvantage against you.
Yeah, because I'm holy.
Yeah, so
I
what?
automatically hit them, they have disadvantage against me. Well, hit is an attack, not the toughness.
I think it's only giving a short description. I'll probably see the holy trait there, but you only get the +1 against undead.
Yeah, like the additional +1 to make it a 3 damage. The heavy training gives me a +1 in general, and I get another +1 if it's undead or fiends. So my base is 2 now, but it can get 3 against specific enemies.
Can you like scroll down to that on that sheet?
No, I can't. I can't see any information on the sheet, just the name.
Oh. Well, we'll keep those those other sheets handy.
Oh yeah, it was. If I put my, never mind. No, it shows a part of the description. For like the rune of healing is yes cut in the middle and divine rally, but the heavy training is properly says everything. Like some is shown properly, some doesn't.
Alright, step away for a second. Should I go and add all the traits?
You
Yes.
should.
Bring them over. Alright.
All of them should be able. You should be able to just drag them onto the sheet, except
Yeah.
for the third domain level ability, which you'll have to manually write.
The
I
courageous
think a lot
one.
of them just end up in the items.
Not courageous. The like the paladin or bard. The domain side.
Oh, those things. Yeah, yeah.
So I know I usually prepare all of these things myself, but you will know what all of your abilities are.
Yeah. So okay. So how do we add our unit traits?
Should be able to just drag them in the
From where?
items. You should see them. If you go to items, warfare
Oh.
features, and martial advantages and maneuvers, those things should be there.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see it.
What the heck? Oh,
Oh, the invisibility exists here, so you can drag it on if it's the same one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Oh no, that's different visibility, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's not a feature. That's action.
Some features are actions.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I see the martial advantages. I don't see a folder for sorcerer.
Yeah, you didn't get to it, but if you look at the NPC spellcaster, the Rune of Fire and Sorcerer's Training are the two abilities you get. So you can drag it from there.
Okay.
Invisibility. You might need to make it yourself. Invisibility in the scroll of translocation. You can, in the traits, you can add manually what you want.
oh, that's much better. Okay.
What are the normal? Oh, rally, right? Rally, retreat, and follow up. So the maneuvers we all have.
Yeah, I forgot that they do have that. I don't. Uh, hmm.
Yeah, you might need to add all the paladin ones yourself.
Sorry, when I imported all of these things, there were no sorcerers or paladins, so didn't quite get there. But do check the NPC folders as well, as we said, there may be a similar thing there.
Yeah, the Cavaliers, if you're depending on the rank you're taking. Third rank paladin gets the Cavaliers from the knight. That might be it, fortunately.
I don't entirely sure how this thing's gonna work though. You know what? I think this will be funny. See, I learned all the custom ones, so I think no, it should just be the basic ones.
So yeah, for you, unless you're going bard, most of the custom ones, like most of the class ones, you also writing yourself in the traits.
Yeah, that's fine though. Luckily, they're not very wordy.
Templar's rally is somewhat worthy. It depends on what you count as worthy.
Yeah, decently lucky. The longest one that I have is like Troops of Fame and Great Renown, and that one's already done, so we take those dubs. Actually, wait a minute. Do we have retreat or do we have withdraw?
Retreat.
I don't
I don't remember what withdraw is.
I think you do have withdraw as well. That's like, I think, just taking a step back, like disengaging.
Oh, only infantry and artillery have it.
My goodness, I
So
didn't
yes.
completely mess it up then. things. I'm trying to recall which ones we got the universal things that we have.
Yeah. Withdraw, rally, follow up, and retreat, I believe, are the universal ones. I can see. Yeah, follow up, universal one. Rally, universal one. Retreat. Yeah, those are the three. But we should, if we get all the maneuvers. Oh, and set for charge. Infantry also gets them.
Yeah, that's only really against cavalry though. So
Yeah, we just didn't have it at all before that.
suppose you don't know if they'll have cavalry.
No, just in general, we didn't. I don't recall our unit having set for charge at all. Or maybe there were no cavalry. That's also a good point.
One of them definitely did, because I feel like I remember it being used against aerial units. Can you use it against aerial units as well? Maybe I'm thinking something.
Svenja had area. No, she had area. No. Probably at some point. Yeah, I don't remember.
At the time, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to actually do the battle now. So we'll start the next session with the actual warfare battle.
Yeah.
But we can sort of finish setting these things up. This not a rush. I will get the images and things in for next week. And
should we? I believe we still have one more check to make.
I was going to say we can take that last intrigue turn, and then you guys can tell me what it's actually looking like over the next little while as autumn comes to an end and you're training your troops and all that. Yeah, what's going to be that intrigue check? Are you going to try shore up the resources, or going to attack the Shadow Claw?
So right now, for sure, we're starting at the Satyr's Tower area, forest area.
That's where the battle will take place in the first week of winter.
Okay.
Actually, show you I'll put you on the battlefield so you can. I mean, maybe I shouldn't. There's not much to see.
It's a big open area.
The map that we use is kind of, yeah, this is what you'll be getting. Down there at the bottom,
Oh, yeah,
you'll see the block that is marked out there. That will be the Satyr Tower. So if the enemy can get inside there, you lose.
Oh, okay.
Be pretty bad. Yeah.
Put your units down yet? Or I will make art and then we can put them down.
And then we have to roll.
I guess we don't understand. There's not much to see, but this is essentially you will have the bottom half of this map and be defending the tower down at the bottom.
All right. Do you want us to place down the thingamabobbers here? Yeah, there we go.
Hey, where's the carousel?
Oh no.
No.
There's
The
not moving
carousel.
again. What
Foundry giveth and Foundry taketh away.
It actually just dip.
What the fuck? It should work.
There may be
Oh,
a
I
button
can-
on the left.
No, that's not it.
Um, maybe a button on the left hand side. I just have too much stuff on the side to actually be able to.
I don't see one. I don't recall ever using one.
Used to be
Well,
one.
there was like a carousel, but it's not
That-
there.
It's the old one. It's the old one. It wasn't designed by Reaver.
Well, then I'm sure when we start a new one, it'll probably pop up. But for now,
Your tiny little wing would just show him Brodavik and Brodavik's Bloodswell. Not mine.
so going back to domains, opening Radovic here. Yeah, what is going to be the next command you start giving people? You've got very good communications, resolve, and resources right now, but improving any of them by one would get you an extra bonus. So there's also, you might want to reduce those levels for the enemy. Bear that in mind. If you've got a way to attack them and attack their communications, resolve, or resources, that can be good as well.
So what are you guys thinking right now? What should we do?
I'm not sure what it will decrease. Maybe resolve. But the winter begins, and maybe the rivers are a lot more rougher now. Maybe with a well-placed prayer, I can try to make them like rise a bit higher than they were supposed to. Maybe it will slow them down and keep the vampires at bay, although they can just probably fly. Maybe it will get them here more exhausted. Maybe their resolve will be lower because of it.
Or the fact that we try to use this opportunity to disrupt their communications because they don't know that, like we're aware of them. Like we already deprived them of bonuses, but it'd be good to deprive them of communications. Like for example, like noticing, oh, what the heck, their army's already. Like to basically cut off communication, stop them from giving more warnings, saying like, oh wait, they're preparing. They know we're gonna attack them. I think of that.
Well, they currently assume we don't know,
Yeah.
so it's already a thing.
Yeah. So basically, like in a way, like targeting their communications to take it down even further, like leading to a false sense of security.
Helping Ariana and because she was going to be like spying for them essentially, helping her stop their communications from going up by one. So you've already just, like, outside of intrigue, you've already helped on that front a little bit. You might be able to
Okay.
make it even worse for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Make it even worse for them.
Well, we
Like,
can
yeah,
try to like
we're gonna-
plant false like information that we are moving like north toward like east towards the other troops, so they assume that we will not be as strong here, and then
Okay.
and that will hurt the communications probably.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna use like get Ariana to send them information as if you haven't figured things out.
Yep. That sounds good.
Espionage check to me, unless you can make an argument for something else. But whoever's rolling
Espionage
is
makes
going to beat
sense.
it. They'll have to beat a 14, which is their defense, same as yours.
Doing
The lowest of their stats, so it's a good thing to target.
Did anyone here not use their proficiency?
me, I have not used my proficiency yet.
Well, if you're proficient with investigation or stealth, you can use your proficiency.
Oh yeah, I'm proficient in investigation. So
It's pretty
Yeah, so
perfect
get the
since it's the elves that you're
the
using for the
proficiency
let me get,
the proficiency bonus is +3 now because we're level 9.
That's +4.
+4,
domain
+4 now.
+4. Hell
I don't
yeah.
follow numbers.
We upgraded.
oh wait, I'm saying from the domain sheet, espionage is +2, or is it so?
Espionage +2, but if you can once, like each person can use their proficiency once to add to the roll,
Oh, okay.
if the skills
Okay, so-
fit. So if you
Oh,
haven't
okay,
used
so,
it, if you haven't made a roll yet, did use your proficiency, so you can add your proficiency bonus to this roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was wondering about +4 stuff, but yes, I have +4 because we're level 9 now.
So d20 +6 essentially to be a 14.
So, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Hiya.
No,
Oh, I'm
unfortunately.
gonna use inspiration. I'm gonna use inspiration. I got inspiration.
Is that inspiration you have, or just party inspiration?
Yes. Oh no,
Yeah.
I have an iteration. I got it from like multitasking in
Oh, yeah.
battle.
Forgot to go over those earlier, but yeah, that's cool. You can re-roll.
Yes, 15.
Yay.
Just enough. Okay. That is going to reduce their communications as you start sending them false information, and they're pretty sure that they've got it, but you have compromised their communications.
Nice.
Yay.
Can't remember exactly what that means, but it's not good.
Yep.
Well, we have 2 weeks to figure that out.
I had it up here a second ago. Oh. Compromised communications means that at the end of the next deployment, the opposed domain chooses one of the domain's units in any rank on the battlefield and moves it into any adjacent space. This is the one. So you can move, when you guys start, you're going to be able to move one of your allied units and one of the enemy units um, after everyone's decided where they're deploying. As you will be able to throw them off and get some unexpected units.
Okay.
Deployment is basically like rolling for initiative, but then you place all the tokens down in order. So depending on how you build your battlefield, you some units may be in better positions than others, but you'll get to rearrange things when we start.
It's also the other way around. Whoever rolls the lowest initiative places his unit first.
Yeah,
But he
that's
doesn't
usually-
start. Like when combat starts, they will be still last.
because placing your units without knowing where everyone else is puts you at a disadvantage. So the worse your initiative, the
That's fair, that's
sooner
fair.
you go. The shadow claws, as they believe they have got you tricked, they are going to use. They are going to go kind of celebrating and raiding, and they're going to make an operations check to try and improve their resolve. I think, yeah. Yeah, the chieftain is using his uh, proficiency bonus this time. They are readying with the chieftain being back,
Oh,
which means that they are going to be able to activate their Proud Warriors feature, and they gain in unflinching endurance. The first time during battle they suffer a unit or more of casualties, it can immediately make an attack against a legal target. So, yeah, the first time you heard one of them, they're going to hit back hard. They are amped up for this fight, to say the least.
Damn. They were really lucky with their stuff.
I'm glad we have
were you
healers.
saying we were not lucky? You also say we were lucky.
Yes. Yeah. Like we had to use our inspirations to reroll, but they hit. So far during our domain checks, they failed only one thing so far.
Yeah, but we managed to ruin one of their checks without actually making a check ourselves.
Oh, okay, got it.
They had +1 to communication, but we managed to ruin it when we brought back Ariana to our side. And then we even further reduced it, if I understand correctly, the entire thing.
In fact, the things have gone back and forth a little bit here, but I can tell you that their communications are compromised. Their resolve is as fanatic, but their resources are at normal, because that kind of also went up and down. All of the things you were doing in person that did affect them, it's not as obvious. You guys are definitely looking to be in a much better position. You are controlling the battlefield. You know that they are coming, even though they think they're going to surprise you. You have definitely got the advantage here. But if that'll be enough,
We shall
remains to be
see.
seen. For now, as we'll slowly bring the session to a close here. Slowly, we've still got a little bit of time. But what are you guys going to be doing leading up to the battle, like before the first snows fall? What is happening in Broudevik with you guys? Have you got any cool new features you're showing off from your level up, or got any specific
right now,
training you're doing with the lads? What you
well,
guys
right
got?
now we're 1 week is like passing right in these domain actions, right?
Yeah, at least we are kind of, it's at least a week each. So
Okay, then
this
I'd like
is over like
to
3
remind.
weeks.
Okay, then I'd like to remind Carmela you still got that book to increase your dexterity score.
I'm aware.
Right, you stole a lot of shit from from them. I've completely forgot about that. But I guess Gorm will. I'll have a chat with Theodore regarding upgrading the ship, and while it's not winter yet, I'll spend some time like gathering resources. It will be easier to gather them now rather than when winter hits. Probably could build during the winter. Mainly that and just resting, making sure I'm 100% ready for the battles to come. And yeah, I guess practicing some new spells like that. It's been a while since I leveled up in cleric.
And roll on the search for materials table if you want, as you
Okay.
are trying to gather things. You can either go for the forest or the coastal shore, wherever you're heading. Yeah, actually, all underground would work too if you're going into the mines or the mountains.
I think I'll underground. You said okay. I think I'll try underground. Why not? I find 1d4 hides, which is actually 1 hide.
So, what is the creature that you hunt down in the mines that you find down there?
No, giant bats. A giant bat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man bat.
Yeah, we still have some time, but Carilla, did you find like any reagents or anything? Like anything for crafting, maybe, or cooking? Maybe I can make a feast before the battle for some buffs. I tried looking for it in the loot, but it wasn't there, so it's probably somewhere else.
It's in the back.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But I don't see anything
see.
unless you. Wait. Rare curative. Like curative reagents, that's something else. Primal essence.
There is
Reactive
a bunch
essence.
in the Nightfall Bastion horde.
Yeah, that's the
That would
thing.
exist. Primal essence, curative, reactive. I'll look at the feast thing.
Did you actually get the stuff from the Bastion's horde? Didn't you just see it?
Not I don't know. I think she
You
took like
actually-
some of it, but I might be wrong.
I think you swiped
Yeah,
some stuff. I
Carmelo
don't think you definitely didn't take the whole horde. That would have.
Yeah, Carmelo just I think only just took the shield or something like that.
Oh, a couple of really good things. I think you got like a portable hole or something.
Oh, yeah.
Got some very cool items there, but yeah, I don't think it was the whole horde.
Oh, well,
If you can see
never
that,
mind then.
that was just I revealed it to when she stepped into the treasure. But whatever's on your actual sheet is whatever you picked up.
Yeah, and that's what is on my actual sheet. So I wonder what the. And there is a lot of stuff.
That's right. Oh, no, maybe that is everything.
I think it's everything that was specifically in that building. Not everything, not the entire horde.
Yeah, I think that looks like most of that's like just paper and stuff. So I think it makes sense if you managed to pick all of that up. But the very rare reactive reagent and primal essence and curative reagent, those are. Isn't that what you were asking about?
Yeah.
That was listed on the sheet.
So then you have also there's in the party overview or the party resources, you have got a couple. I don't know if you've spent any of those.
Most likely not. It's been a very Gorm wasn't here, so we didn't cook.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone's crafted anything, so
Yeah,
you can assume you have those things. The fresh ingredients, I'd say this would be your last chance to use them. You've got 16 there, but
I think
obviously
fresh ingredients are the least of our concerns, if I'm being honest.
But yeah, the others would be common reagents. I
Yeah,
think any
there's
of the
me.
rarer ones we have, you should have on your.
There we go. Feasts.
I think for Shelter, I'm just gonna have him like set up a bunch of forest trail like courses, kind of, for all the people to practice and get in
Like a
shape.
basic training course.
I mean, yeah. Apparently, we're getting I don't know some. Well, we're not bringing warriors. We're bringing like potters and farmers and stuff.
So it's like
Okay.
basic training or just like scout scout camp level obstacle courses.
Yeah, pretty much like simple, just like a little bit of like combat here and there.
Your your buddies, they would also obviously help train, and there are some people like Broudevic's got some pretty tough people. They definitely would be very capable. But I like that. You
Oh, sweet. Next, I'm gonna send the people that are more capable with like one of the more ruthless trainers that we have, of, the, of my pack. And they can just like go full on Spartan training.
you would see when the Holy Blockade is training, like Oder is there, just like proper shield walls and just perfect technique. Like these people are such badasses, which is inspiring to the newbies, I'm sure. Um,
Yeah.
can make a survival check if you like to see how good these obstacle courses are. If maybe
Oh.
it'll, who knows, maybe it'll help you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that scared me. I thought I
So
rolled a
close.
1. Oh. What?
Oh no, worse. It was so
It's
close.
unnatural
It's like
one.
Of the two
Yeah.
of the two rolls, there's been a 1 and a 2.
So we cut
Well,
to
like,
the
Like it was so
sky
close.
tree.
Go ahead, sorry.
Cut to the sky tree where you see a bunch of the Holy Blockade training with Odo, like as I said, doing this perfect training, and then we just pan over to the tree and you see a bunch of like the baker and the farmer, like they all have broken limbs from the the contraptions that they tried to run through it that fell apart. But yeah, not too many injuries that won't be able
Yeah.
to they won't be able to recover before the battle, or at least you haven't lost any of the good soldiers. You have just the ones that stood on that wonky suspension bridge you made.
It was so close to
well,
nat 20. It went to a nat 20 to a 2.
fortunately,
Okay,
the
well.
feasts are limited by our fresh ingredients. Makes sense.
What if like swing by at some point and just. Actually, no, it's not gonna work. Never mind.
Still got time
Like
to hunt. That might also be could be part of the training. If you
your training, your wolf training.
Yeah, great. We will come back
See
and
if you
bring
can
back
take
like a
down
bunny.
something tough. The rarer the meat, the better.
roll badly
Okay.
again, maybe this unit is not going to be as big as we thought. Just okay. Well, a couple of people broke their necks on the obstacle course, and a few more got eaten by a bear. But hopefully,
Well, maybe you can use your wolf abilities to get advantage or something. I don't know what it gives you. Like if you have anything that actually, I just like the only context I have is the blood hunter one.
Yeah.
it's true. Actually, aren't you supposed to have advantage on survival? Oh no, it's on perception checks when you can sniff things out.
I actually have that because that's gonna be. Isn't that the only one I'm like in that's in the other form?
Yeah,
Or is. Oh, okay. Yeah.
still need to talk
Well,
about
then
this
it's fine.
how this actually works. But yes, I mean, uh, actually no. I mean, if that's a thing you just get as a werewolf, that's a that's like the one thing that could easily transfer. Does in Marvel, at least.
When I'm going for lore, what is it? Bars, I have expertise and perception regardless. So if it's perception, then I'm chilling. Oh no, never mind. That's not even what lore bar does. It's just third level. Oops.
Yeah, that's just being a bard. That's called Law Bard. Good to know. But did anyone else take any new subclasses? Like, I didn't even look.
It's another level for cleric. You get some more spells.
I mean, if it's new
Pretty
one, that's
cool
awesome.
spells.
Pretty much, yes. Pretty much just taking the ranger.
Yeah, and Gamal, you have that book that helps increase your dexterity score. Are you gonna read that?
Of course, I'm gonna read that book.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna read?
Unlike someone in this party, I can actually read. Yes.
I have no idea who are you referring to.
I also have no idea. I have
Like
two
usually
monster
it's
guidebooks.
Yormund, but he's no longer here for a while, so I don't know who you're targeting now.
The new
Also, bear in
Jormund.
mind-
You will now rename him Jormund or
Yormund 3.
MK2.
How many Yormund do we have?
It's gonna be a
Bear in
boy
mind,
man.
this book in question is an exercise manual. Like, it's mostly pictures.
Oh,
what?
it's the Kama Sutra.
Oh
Are you
no.
free? The hell?
It's the Kama Sutra of Viking battle techniques, which
What?
You have
That
one
sounds
for
horrifying.
strength and one for dex.
same book. You just one side teaches you how to be a Viking lover, and the other one how to teaches you how to be a Viking fighter.
I understood that it was gonna go the other way. It's the same book, but like if you want, depending on what result you want, you either read it forward or backwards.
It's like if you read the Animorphs, like depending on what your action, you move to a different
No.
page.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you know about
I'm
the
going the
animals?
strength route. I read most of the books, I believe, when I was younger.
It's a fucking.
They
It's a
translated them to
show.
Hebrew.
It's a
So
show.
I read the book.
When I was
It
young,
was
we
a show or a movie, but I read the books. There were a lot of books.
Oh damn, you
I
got
don't
so
even
much
remember
material.
that. I remember reading Choose Your Own Adventure books, but I don't remember Animorphs being one of them.
I might be confusing them then, because I remember reading something that was Choose Your Own Adventure. It might not have been Animorphs then.
Either way, the adventure ends with your dexterity increasing, whether that's what techniques you've learned, but you're more flexible at the end of it.
Yeah, either depending on which one, your strength or your dexterity.
Can you choose either? I thought it was dexterity otherwise.
No, she has two books. She has both the books.
Yeah. Okay.
I stole.
You
Yeah, I have both the books. I don't even know where.
Oh, it's because you rolled like a nat 20 of like going to a library and you rolled a nat 20 to find something and then you found like those books.
She just rolled lucky on 2 random tables found. Like every time I've put one of those books into the loot of an area or something, that's been the thing you found. So clearly, Kamala knows what she likes to read.
It's destiny.
Yeah, so I'll
Yeah.
probably just make like a normal feast, because there is no. I don't think we can source better meat by the time.
I mean,
Like our rarer quality meat slash fresh ingredients.
You can try and hunt game and make a check there.
if you ask, would that be me and Gorm or only one of us?
You can both do it. I mean, if you're sending out the troops, then I feel like there's probably a lot of hunting going on. But
Go on,
maybe you
get
could
out here.
go out. Maybe you could go to different places. Like
Get out of
one
here!
could go-
I'll go fish. Maybe I'll catch a good fish. I don't think you understand here. I have a rod. I get like +20 to fishing checks, bro. I cannot fail in fishing. Like, the
Oh,
fish
well,
come to me
that
because
changes
I'm
my
the
plan.
chosen of Aegir.
Oh, okay, I was about to. Okay. What happens if? Okay, what happens if you roll like a? What happens if you roll like a 50 on that then?
I might be exaggerating with the +20, but I have the rod gives a +10 to the two fishing checks.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, but like, what if you get an bardic inspiration, help action,
I don't know.
guidance?
I pulled the megalodon out of the ring. I don't know.
Or
And if you
Kraken.
want, I think the fishing rod is made from a kraken's tentacle or something. I think that's why.
It's Kraken's grasp. +10 to an ability check I used to fish with this item.
You can catch whatever a kraken could catch.
Yeah, 15,000 pounds I can support the weight of.
Pull up Jormungandr.
I pull out the Hydra. Sorry, buddy. It just releases him back to sleep.
Thought you were feeding me.
It's like a giant cat, where like when you can like have a rope and something at the end, you just move it around. So I'm doing the same with the fishing rod. And he's just trying to catch it. Except it's
You can roll on Postal Shore.
yeah, but there you can't really get anything rare there. Getting rare food is by killing rare creatures.
The fishing minigame still works. You can do that.
Oh, I remember it. I failed it miserably. I did not play Stardew Valley. I believe it was based on that.
Yeah, well, pretty much. That well, there's only so much you can catch.
Yeah, that's true.
Is the you're looking for rare ingredients? Is that the thing?
Like the rarer the better, but it's usually just harvesting from rare creatures. That's usually where you get it from. You just
That rare ingredient usually comes from something you had to fight to get.
yeah. And Gorm hasn't fought anything, and I don't think maybe maybe Carmilla harvested something from the like dragon cat thing we killed,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's still edible because he got burned pretty good, and it's been a while.
I think anything you did manage to harvest before is probably not fresh anymore, but
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't honestly remember all the things that you fought along the way. Most of it lately has been like gnolls and stuff. I don't think you were.
No, we fought like a giant dragon thing.
There was the feline dragon, the feathered dragon, but that that was
That's
weeks
the
ago.
only thing. Yeah, it's been a while.
So you definitely did gather some stuff from that. I remember you harvesting it.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
Might be perfect
Need
for like
rare ingredients.
ingredient for a feast. Like
No,
maybe some other utility.
I have. Actually, I don't remember what we gathered from it. If there was anything to gather.
Well, I'll say you've got some meat from that if you wanted. If that makes tell me what it is you're trying to make and what you need.
I want to see what I have, but I can roll. Like one of the feasts I want to make, just depending. Because I wrote in Gorm's sheet all of the reagents we got that were not common, to make sure I keep track of everything. Depending on the type of meat I might be able to make, like a better feast.
No. I I'd say you could have had some of that dragon meat. Uh, yeah,
Okay.
as I say, I can't really remember what you've killed and what
Do you
you made.
remember it's what's it called? It's CR, so I can know what type of meat is it? Like
I thought dragon was the. Yeah, I will look it up.
I can just check what type of meat it will give me.
18 or higher. 18 or higher. 18 or higher.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm hoping it's an 18 or higher CR.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
severely
but I won't be able
doubt
to
it,
make any. Technically, I guess I can make something rare with legendary.
but- yeah.
Technically, I can upscale. It won't have extra effects, but
Yeah, I'd be
where's
very
the damn
shocked if we
table?
ran into a 0-18. Well, I mean, fingers crossed.
Harvesting finally.
Okay, found it. It is CR19.
Damn.
Wow!
Well, I'll stick to the meat because I don't know what we harvested otherwise. So it's very rare meat, I believe. Yeah, it's very rare. Maybe I should invest in the chest with cooling abilities. That will be useful.
A refrigerator.
Yeah, it's the official item. I just don't remember its name.
I just can't wait to see Bradovic at the end of this. You're gonna have flying cars, cooler boxes, just honestly, of the after what you just said about how good you are at fishing, it would make sense that you invent the cooler box.
Yeah. Fish do be smelling otherwise.
Who goes fishing without a cooler box? What do you?
Should I
I'm
try
going to
making a,
gather all of my remaining neurons to figure out what I can make.
Okay, well, while you
Can I-
do that, yeah, do you want to roll on the hunt table?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I try like
Yeah, you can.
hunting around?
Absolutely.
Cause okay, let's see here. You know what? I have this cantrip, but I don't think I've used it for what feels like a month. I'm just gonna go and slap myself with it.
Use okay. Apply.
I'm getting ready for the hunt.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if you can see this, but it is asking, it's giving me an option to apply it to a specific skill check. So I take it you're using it on survival.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it on survival. I'm gonna be riding around on my. You know, actually, I'm gonna change my steed so it's a moose so it fits the landscape more. And just like ride around on that thing, trying to like blend in almost in a way, I guess.
Maybe you
So,
head up
my-
to the dancing grove. See the big
what
one.
in the world
I
is
suppose
that?
that's an elf. No. Yeah. What environment are you into the forest?
Yeah.
You only have to beat DC 10 on the survival check.
Boy, howdy, do I hope it works out. Ooh. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then you can roll on the hunt game forest table there. You see.
Let's see. Gathering table. Yeah. So. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ooh. I need 4 fresh ingredients. We find 4 fresh ingredients.
4 fresh ingredients.
Yeah. We eating
So
good
what do you do
tonight.
and hunt out in the forests? What does your hunt look like with your troops?
honestly, would probably try find like some large type of creature, like maybe a bear, maybe an elk or moose or something of the sort. And
Any of all of
finally,
those in nearby forests. So yeah, any of
yeah.
those. Like
Like, you know what? If I find four, you know, I'm just gonna pick like one of each. Get one, or not two of each. We'll pick two elk and two bears.
and that's probably a lot of meat for an elk. But you're feeding the whole army here, so yeah, that makes sense.
And that, or maybe one of them got, I don't know, maybe something went awry and part of the elk got like, you know, maybe it got so scared and ran off a cliff or something, and the entire part of it wasn't salvageable.
Yeah, you watch your body just float down the river.
Yeah, catch it.
Probably gathered way more than four. It's just four is what's going to be what you guys will personally be using for the feast.
That's fine. There'll be four chunky bits.
The rest of them are like you fed the army as well. This everyone is going to be well fed. Is anyone else doing anything here? As I think we'll probably end on the feast.
Anything we're doing on our that time?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because I'm wondering if I can do like the old quest of as a sorcerer, like the master the power of lightning, and like with Ingrid, like learn more spells, lightning based spells.
Definitely. You also, I mean, you're doing training with the battle mages, so it makes sense that you take some time to learn some new spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna try to learn unstable lightning, capture lightning in the bottle, learn that. So I can
Oh yes,
imagine. Yeah, so I can imagine Trimer using shocking grass in a like within a like an empty bottle, but controlling it well enough that it doesn't shatter the bottle.
so you just straight up shocking grasp into the bottle. That's cool. Let's see. You can make an Arcana check, I believe, or did we have another mechanic for these? Otherwise, I think it would just be an Arcana to see if you're able to control it. That
Okay.
you can just roll
Arcana
with
check.
an attack with shocking grasp if you want. That would essentially be the same.
I'll do Arcana check. It's more fitting that way. Yep.
Yeah. Just to make sure, DM, because we're domain rank 3, is it possible I get access to like rarer supplies, like rarer spices and things like that?
Yeah, maybe.
Fine.
I think a bit of a problem is the food. Like you're trying to gather enough food for winter, so there's as much food as Broadvik is going to have, like they are storing up. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I will.
And I got a 22 Arcana check.
That is definitely enough, as Ingrid is quite surprised. Yeah, she goes, "Oh, the last one I tried to teach this to struggled with that. You make it look easy. You bottled lightning before."
No, but I do have a great control of lightning. I got many lightning base spells like shocking grass, lightning bolt, and the recent lightning spell I learned from you, jumping kill, ricocheting lightning.
Certainly have a great adeptness for it, Trime. Look forward to teaching you more. She seems to be running out of things to teach you a little bit. you you are becoming quite the sorcerer. But you, yeah. What was the spell? Do you want to post the spell that you got in the chat.
Oh yeah, let me like go back to quest log. Yeah, so master the power of lightning. So
Is
how do I share
Octopi Dragon.
his? Oh okay. Oh dragon. Okay.
Can drag it over
So
and you can just
small.
post it. But what was it called?
Oh, it's capture lightning ball. It was like the first one.
Spell that you've just learned.
Yeah, first level.
What is the spell called?
So unstable lightning. Sorry.
Devil Lightning. Okay. We'll pass.
Okay.
Well, unstable.
I can try and make a. What is it? A superb feast. Saying it means nothing to you.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Let me see what I have to roll. To take 4 hours, DC 18 to succeed.
For 4 hours. Yikes. That is
It's a big
definitely a
feast.
feast.
It is the longest feast, yeah. 4 hours though, it's not the longest. The higher rarity ones take longer. Let's see. We'll give some interesting things. Once I actually manage to find my cooking utensils and roll. There it is.
Can I help? Can we help out in the kitchen?
The feast is made in the middle of the feast hall, so
Oh. Oh.
Oh, it's
That wasn't my
thought-
feast roll.
No, I thought it was.
wait, did you click
the
attack,
first
or was that just because I
Looks like it says
I-
attack.
his
Range spell
eyeballs.
attack.
Damn, okay. Trump is gonna do well with this lightning.
Yeah, I might have failed.
No.
I feel
I
like
might
should
use-
use fine.
I'll use the inspiration. It will be worth it.
I mean, unless we
Ass-
like,
ass-
can't
Assuming I
help.
succeed. Sorry, you were
Also
saying
roll-
something.
You
Oh,
can
no,
roll
oh,
that
no,
crit
okay.
damage. I know it may have been me that rolled the attack. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. Maybe it was you. But roll the crit damage just to see how well your your training is actually going there, trying because
Okay.
the sheet is working.
Oh, yep. Almost
Hooray!
Oh, oh gosh.
It was a pretty low roll.
Okay, so here is what's going to happen. There it is. We have hit dice, and we can use them. We can trade them for buffs. Now, it will reduce your health, but it just if you want to short rest, you will not have like the amount of hit dice you normally would. So for each hit that you expend, you can roll a d8 and add it as temporary HP. You can expend 3 hit dice and give yourself an additional 3rd level or lower spell slot. And you can expend 3 dice to get an inspiration per inspiration point. And let's see if there is anything else. You are set TA for 24 hours. Yeah, and all of the things I said.
Can you post that in the chat, by chance?
Yeah, I'll send it.
Because then we'll say that that's the feast you're having like the night before the battle, and you'll have all those bonuses going into the fight.
It's the very rare option. So take like the second number from the right for each of the in the tables. And next step will be actually remembering that we have those features. But it has to like you have to decide as you eat, I guess, technically, what you get. But, oh, okay, you can trade hit dice this way up to a number equal to our proficiency bonus.
So we can spend a
So
maximum of
we have
4.
only 4 hit dice we can expend here.
That's fair.
We are we are over time, so I think we can start the session off with that next time. If
Yeah.
everyone's cool with that.
Yep.
Also going to forget
And we can ask
what we added. Fine.
True.
Yep, and we asked Mikhail what he's gonna do in downtime with whether it's gonna improve design of the ballista gravitite.
I think I sent the wrong one.
Make sure all the units have got art and are all working properly by then.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the wrong one,
nice.
but I will send the proper one and we will get to it tomorrow. This is a meat feast because we're eating meat.
Yeah.
Is
as you
exactly
guys-
this exactly same oh yeah. So exact same requirements, just you need meat instead of just anything fresh. Wait, sorry.
Yeah, so I will be right back. But if you want to describe what that feast is, that'll be where we're ending things tonight. I do have to be right back.
Well, I'm not sure in what condition you brought the meat. Maybe it's like a long like fireplace, and we sit all around it, and it just like spins like a giant kebab over the fire.
China's rotisserie piece of
Yeah,
kingdom.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm getting hungry now. I didn't eat yet. I think that's my time to go. I'm gonna go eat
Yeah.
now and relax.
I did.
Yep,
Have a good one.
Yep. Have a good one. See you guys in 2
Goodbye.
minutes. Bye-bye.
And you will get. Let's see.
Chlamydia.
You get +3 to any wisdom-based checks and saves you make.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, does it
Checks
apply to
to
all of us?
ability checks and saving throws of the prepared creature's higher stat. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be nasty.
So you have +3 to ability checks and saves. Unfortunately, it will not buff the spells. That's a shame. But hey, wisdom saving throws, you know.
Yeah, those are crucial. That's crucial. Wait a minute. Double check this because I know paladins already get like ridiculous bonuses in that sense. So I just need to double check what this is gonna be like. I'm gonna get on there and just gonna say like, oh yeah, +14. All right, no, never mind. More or forge in general just takes so long. Okay, I think I'm also going to be heading off there. Do we still have a thingamabob for tomorrow?
Yeah. Just missing only one player, so we're good.
Okay.
You'll be fine. Probably.
Oh.
Who knows? No way of knowing with you guys.
I mean, yeah, fair point. Maybe we'll run to an island. Maybe we'll run to a dragon. Maybe we'll get crushed by a meteor. But who knows? But
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry, tonight was mostly like technical stuff, but yeah. Or next session we will have the big battle against the Shadow Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah, the buff I get from the food is +3 to ability checks and saves that use wisdom.
Yeah, I heard that, but
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna be enough. Well, see you guys tomorrow.